Man, all of you must be familiar with the 44th President of the United States, Barack Obama. And you should know his wise words. Well, listen up. And don't forget to subscribe and like. Because if we are willing to root for IT, and fight for IT, and believe in IT, then I am absolutely certain that generations from now, we will be able to look back and tell our children that this was the moment when we began to provide the care for the sick and good jobs to the jobless. This was the moment when the rise of the oceans began to slow and then our planet began to heal. This was the moment when we ended our and secured our nation and restored our image as the last best hope on earth. The United States is not and never will be at war with Islam. Money is not the only answer, but IT makes a difference. We know the battle ahead will be long, but always remember that no matter what obstacles stand in our way, nothing can stand in the way of the power of millions of voices calling for change. Comes of this moment will be determined not by whoever we can sit together tonight, but whether we can work together tomorrow. It may look dark tonight, but if I hold on to hope, tomorrow will be brighter. My powers of empathy, my ability to reach into another's heart, cannot penetrate the blank stars of those who all border innocence with abstract, certain satisfaction. Change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones who've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. IT has become interestingly clear in my travel. The campaign, that the chorus, the enthusiasts, people 200,000 Berlin, is not about me at all. It's about America. I have become a symbol of the possibility of America returning to our best tradition. You don't defeat a terrorist network that operates in 80 countries by occupying Iraq. The background I had from my early childhood in Indonesia helped me get to know them and learn from them. Muslims are not to be looked upon as something strange. Change has never been quick. Change has never been simple or without controversy. Change depends on persistence. Change requires determination. Let us remember that we can do these things not just because of wealth or power, but because of who we are, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. In the end, that's what this election is about. Do we participate in a politics of changes or a politics of hope? I believe that this movement of change cannot be turned back, and that we must stand alongside those who believe in the same core principles that have guided us through many storms. If you stand by me, we will not only win this election, but together we will change this country. We will change the world. Nothing of value has ever happened in this country, except for someone who is still standing when people say to them, "You can?" and then responds with, "Yes, I can." A woman who refuses educational is rejecting equality. America's greatness is not determined by the height of its skyscrapers or the magnitude of its military might and economic success. The greatness of this nation is determined by the belief that all humans are created equal. Duty is not easy to win. IT begins with a change in behavior, expansion of our mind, expansion of our heart. I consider IT part of my responsibility as President of the United States to fight against negative stereotypes of Islam wherever they appear. Democracy cannot be imposed on any nation from the outside. Each society must serve for its own path, and no path is perfect. Hope is that thing inside us that exists. Despite the evidence to the contrary, that something better awaits us if we have the courage to read for IT and to root for IT and to fight for IT. IT was not a religion that attacked us that September day. IT was Al-Qaeda. We will not sacrifice the liberties we cherish or hunker down behind walls of suspicion and mistrust. That's why I'm in this race. Not just to hold an office, but together with you to transform a nation. The belief that our destiny will not be written for us, but by us. IT is easier to start wars than to end them. IT is easier to blame others than to look inward to see what is different about someone than to find things we share. But we should choose the right path, not just the easy path. The people of the world can live together in peace. Now that is God's vision. Now that must be our work here on earth. In the end, that's what this election is about. Though we participate in a politics of changes or a politics of hope. A nation that cannot control energy sources that cannot control the future. There is not a liberal America and a conservative America. There is the United States of America. There is not a Black America and a White America and Latino America and Asian America. Here's the United States of America. There comes a time in every generation's life, if we are to leave a mark on history, passion must be rekindled. This is our time. If you were successful, somebody along the line gave you some help. There was a great teacher somewhere in your life. Tonight we proved once more that the true strength of our nation comes not from the might of our arts or the scale of our wealth, but from the enduring power of our ideals, democracy, liberty, opportunities, and unyielding hope. Democracy is not just a ballot box. We must stand on the side of those who seek a better life. In Africa, you often see that the difference between a village where everybody acts and a village where people starve is government. One has a functioning government, and the other does not, which is why IT both hurts more when I hear people say that government is the enemy. They don't understand its fundamental role. If you're walking down the right path and you're willing to keep walking, eventually you'll make progress. We prove that we are still a people capable of doing big things and tackling our biggest challenges. Change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones who've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. I don't know anybody who is pro-abortion. But let's remember that we're all part of one American family. We are united in common values. In it involves belief in equality under the law, a basic respect for public order, and the right to peaceful public protest. Yes, we can. What Washington needs is adult supervision. Contrary to the claims of some of my critics and some of the editorial pages, I am an ardent believer in the free market. That is the true genius of America, a fight in the simple dreams of its people, the insistence on small miracles. If our children should live to see the next century, what change will they see? This is our chance to answer that call. This is our moment. Through words, He gives voice to the mute. Through His actions, He gives credit to a weak heart. I consider it part of my responsibility as President of the United States to fight against negative stereotypes of Islam wherever they appear. Hopefully, more and more people will begin to feel their story is somehow part of this larger story of who we're going to reshape America in a way that is less mean-spirited and more generous. Our higher educational system is one of the things that makes America exceptional. There is no place else that has the assets we do when IT comes to higher educational. People from all over the world aspire to come here and study here. And that is a good thing. There was no such thing as Al-Qaeda in Iraq until George Bush and John decided to invade Iraq. On air front, there are clear answers out there that can make this country stronger. But we're going to break through the fear and the frustration people are feeling. Our job is to make sure that even as we make progress, that we are also giving people a sense of hope and vision for the future. In fact, the best thing we could do on taxes for all Americans is to simplify the individual tax code. This will be a tough job, but members of both parties have expressed an interest in doing this, and I am prepared to join them. So our goal in healthcare is, if we can get, instead of the cost of healthcare going up 6% a year, that's going up at the rate of inflation. Maybe just a little above inflation. We've made great progress. And by the way, that's the single most important thing we can do in terms of reducing our deficit. That's why we did IT. If we choose to keep those tax breaks for millionaires and billionaires, if we choose to keep a tax break for corporate jet owners, if we choose to keep tax breaks for oil and gas companies that are making hundreds of billions of dollars, then that means we've got to jut some kids off from getting a college scholarship. If we aren't willing to pay a price for our values, if we aren't willing to make some sacrifices in order to realize them, then we should ask ourselves whether we truly believe in them at all. John Kerry believes in an America where hard work is rewarded. Since I'm the president and the Democrats have controlled the House and the Senate, it's understandable that people are saying, you know, what have you done? The essential truth of democracy is that each nation determines its own destiny. I mean, I don't think at a certain point you've made enough money. The change is brought about because ordinary people do extraordinary things. My fellow Americans, we are and always will be a nation of immigrants. We were strangers once, truly. Part of the reason that our politicians so tough right now and facts and science and argument does not seem to be winning day all the time is because we're hard not to always think clearly when we're scared. And the country scared. I will continue to believe that Israel's security is paramount. I am reminded every day of my life, if not by events, then by my wife, that I am not a perfect man. I believe in American exceptionalism, just as I suspect that the Brits believe in British exceptionalism and the Greeks believe in Greek exceptionalism. I think when you spread the wealth around, it's good for everybody. I'm the President of the United States. I'm not the Emperor of the United States. I don't oppose all wars. What I am opposed to is Adam war. What I am opposed to is a race war. A woman who is the need and educational is the need equality. But if what the report is true, what they say is, as a consequence of us getting an additional 30 million healthcare people, by a margin that will increase our costs. We know that the Middle East is obviously an issue that has plagued the region for centuries. Transparency and the rule of law will be the touchstones of this presidency. Cutting the deficit by cutting our investments in innovation and educational is like getting an overloaded airplane by removing its engine. IT may make you feel like you're flying high at first, but IT won't take long before you feel the impact. Why can't I just eat my waffle?